Okay, Sean, give us a news part 2.
Welcome YouTube, thanks for joining in again. We did part 1 on our other platform, so if you want to go and check that out guys, the link's in our bio. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video guys. It's going to be a dark one today, okay? Especially if you guys are watching from the United States. But don't worry, if you're in the UK, it's equally as dark, okay? So let's just get started guys, alright? And let's just move forwards, alright? So what we're going to talk about first is Texas and how they've militarized the border. So if you're in America, you know full well what's happening. You know that Texas have now militarized the border, and they're and you've got the troops basically not who closed the border from Mexico. Now, again, this is not. I looked at this in the UK about the conscription and offering citizenship to non-UK nationals. I didn't realise how far along it had got in the US. Now, the really dark avenue to this is if you look what's happening in Texas. You've got Americans and Americans who are not going to fight each other. They're not going to have armed conflict. Americans versus Americans. However, if the federal government then starts to conscript non-Americans and people of different backgrounds who were potentially not born in America, who do not identify as America, will they then give the order, do the orders that they are given? Now, I'm not the first person to say this, guys. This is just me speculating from what other people have said. It's an avenue that is so dark, it doesn't even, it's difficult to think about. But a lot of people are saying it now, guys, right? If you're from America, please tell me what you think. Do you think that citizenship for military service could be given in America? And if citizenship for military service is given in America, do you think those new soldiers, that new force, do you think they would be loyal to America, the people of America, the Stars and Stripes, the Constitution, or do you think they would be loyal to whoever's paying their salary? Let me know in the comments, guys, because this is a very dark time in humanity, okay? And I never thought we'd get to this place. For those of you in the UK as well, what not a lot of people understand in the UK is the US Constitution is written in such a way that it says, so with the Second Amendment, everybody's talking about it, about having guns and stuff. The US Constitution is written so that you can have militias that can oppose a tyrannical government. Now, if you oppose a tyrannical government, for example, if the government in America was tyrannical at the moment and a militia wanted to oppose it, they could because they're armed and they have weapons. In the UK, we don't have this sort of thing. So what I see we could potentially move towards, if you look what's happening in the UK, how people are disempowering the police, people want to defund the police. Being a police officer in the UK at the moment, it's not something that many people aspire to be. So what you could have in the UK is a similar situation where only criminals want to join the police, paradoxically, because they would then have control over, they would have authority because they're the police. Again, guys, this is a really dark path that we could be walking down, and I feel we could really be sleepwalking down it. Let's not forget, guys, the backdrop to this video is UK Parliament is in tatters. If you're from the States or another country and you don't realise, a bill was passed yesterday there was a situation yesterday in the UK Parliament where people had to change their votes because they were intimidated by a mob. So essentially now what we've said in the UK Parliament is, doesn't matter what you think or what the majority of people want to vote for, all that matters is what the mob can threaten people to doing. Absolutely crazy times, guys, really dark times, and I fear these things are only going to get worse. In Germany, they've also changed the law recently, or they've tried to amend a bill so that German non-citizens can join the military there as well. I feel this is coming to the UK. I feel it's a really dark time that we're heading towards. Let me know what you think, guys. If you're in Germany, if you're in the UK, if you're in America, tell me what you think. Are we going down a dark path, or is this a legitimate way to get more people into the military? I don't know, guys. You let me know what you think. So what's happening in the Red Sea, guys? So the Red Sea doesn't seem to be getting much media attention lately, and I don't know why, because there's lots going off there, guys, all right? So there's a British ship called, I may be killing this pronunciation, but Rubimar, I think. Now, this ship, it was reported yesterday that it sank. It's now reported that it's not sank, but it's not going anywhere. The ship's not, it's broken, it's been destroyed. The problem here is this shipping lane. It's, as I understand, it's the busiest shipping lane in the world. There's so much shipping and goods come through the Suez Canal, and if we close the Red Sea, we're closing the Suez Canal. That means the price of all goods that come from China, from Asia, from Taiwan, all the prices of that goes up. Not just because it takes longer for the shipping, but because they have to pay more on insurance, they have to pay more on their staff. All the prices of everything goes up, guys, okay? And I think that's going to happen. I mean, if the Red Sea was limited before, you can pretty much guarantee that with this, with this ship almost sinking, I can't see any company willing to take that risk, and I can't see any insurance companies willing to insure a ship going through that shipping lane. It's just going to be too expensive. Also, there's reports now that the Houthis are using submersible drones to take out these ships. This is basically a slow torpedo. Now let's take this on the bigger picture, because in our last video we mentioned it as well, that we found out that there's internet shortages all over the world. There's mobile phone signals going down all over the world. Let's think now. We've got the Houthis who are threatening to destroy the cables under the Red Sea. The Houthis who've got submarine technology. Could they do it? They could. Is it likely? I don't know. Could Russia or China send experts in there to dive down and sabotage it? We don't know. Probably, likely. Let me know what you think. Also, off the coast of Ireland in the Atlantic, last year or a couple of years back, there was a huge Russian naval exercise right above the fibre optic cables that connect Europe and the US. Is it beyond the realms of possibility that the Russians have planted something on these fibre optic cables? You tell me, guys, all right? I think it's well within the remit of what the Russians are capable of. Now we've had this nuclear space nukes announced that the Russians have got capability of launching. Guys, remember, I said straight away I don't think this is the real threat. I think the real threat is from ground-based lasers over Russia. I think it's very telling that a couple of days after this space nukes thing was announced, Elon Musk and SpaceX said they were going to deorbit a load of their satellites because they want to be good to the environment. Nobody does this, guys, all right? It costs a lot of money to deorbit these satellites. So I think that's the real threat, guys, all right? I think we're having cyber attacks constantly in the West. I think space warfare's happening and we're just not being told about it. And things are going from bad to worse, basically. But the reality is none of this has been reported on the media. There's all smoke and mirrors. Guys, if you live in America, this is for you, and I'm going to read it from what I've seen from a Forbes article. I didn't come across this myself. This was from Neil McCoy. This was from a video that Neil McCoy Ward did. Guys, if you're going to go over there and give him a like and a share, please mention my name, telling me I sent you. So, billionaires are buying houses in Hawaii. Guys, if you're in America and you know what happened in Hawaii, there's a recent article in Forbes now that's saying wealthy residents attract criticism after wildfires. So what's happening now in America after these wildfires in Hawaii? You're getting all this billionaire class moving to Hawaii and buying up the land. Now, let me know what you think about that, guys, in the comments if you're from America and if you was following that story when it happened. Let me know what you think, guys, about the billionaires in the United States and all over the world selling their assets, selling their shares and buying land in Hawaii, in New Zealand. Why do you think they're doing that, guys? Do you think they're doing that because they're ready for what's coming? Or do you think they're just doing it because they want to be nice people? Guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Really appreciate it when you do that. If you guys are watching this video and it's the first time you've watched it and you've not yet subscribed, guys, please give us a like and a subscribe, share our videos. It really helps us when we're getting our message out. Don't forget, we're going live tonight on our other platform at 8 o'clock UK time, and we're going to be discussing all these topics and more. Don't forget, guys, if people don't go live and if people won't interact with you in real time, it means they're reading off a script. It means they don't know what they're talking about. It means they can't converse with you and they're just telling you what somebody else has regurgitated for them. Guys, we're going live at 8 o'clock on our other platform. Find the link in the bio and please like and subscribe. Thank you.